Hello again. Welcome to part 2. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And that was the end of part 1. And I don't know what you're going to gain from seeing what I've got there. I haven't cleaned up my tools in the moments that were missing because it is terribly hot out here. And I want to add another color to my sky. And I think in order to do so, there's my pan of colors I used. That's going someplace else. Behind me, out of the way. I'm going to grab some white pearl and put it up here in my sky and add some pink because I'm a big pink fan, and it's an iridescent pink from Art Minds. I do add a lot of golden iridescent fluid. It's called Pearl, Fine Pearl, and I have left paint in my way. Probably not my best choice. Anyway, so kind of liked the orange, and I didn't mean to eradicate all of it, and I wasn't sure how long I would be here fixing this and finishing it, and I did like it before I did anything, so hopefully I won't regret this. I like my funky trees. Whoops, that's my fingers in the paint. I think it's time to go back and allow myself to add a little bit more of that orange back. These are my OXO omelet turning spatulas, and I do have a couple of them, and I use both of them. Now, I used to only use the one, but it's turned out that the other one is really, really useful when the first one's dirty. So, I have a beautiful sunset sky, and do I want to? I get really nervous. Oh, that one to glop. Okay, I need to be careful. Sometimes glop can just be called texture when you're ready to accept whatever it was that you think might have been a mistake, and it's time to love it anyway. So I am not unhappy with any of that. I really think I would have not minded a little bit more color behind the trees. I'm not minding the idea of using my finger right now to move that out. I want to use my tool, my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst Mini Blade number 3. I want to add a little bit of fun texture into my trees, so I'm just going to spiral around a few things. They do actually look like trees, so I'm not unhappy about that, fortunately. I don't know if I need to go ahead and add some lower branches, or I should just wait and work on the next one. Sounds like something I would say. Move along. Use what you've got that worked, and learn what you might want to do the next time. Call it a stage? No, this is not a stage. This is done. I could come back tomorrow and fix behind. Add some more color. I think I was hoping those would be a little wider. And now it is. And I do still need to torch. I don't think I really did enough to warrant coming back for part 2. But I'm here anyway. I kind of like what that did. Pull a few branches up into the trees. I don't know if it's a really good thing or not, but I kind of like, it's fun. How about that? Use the edge of that spatula to fill in a little bit. You know, I guess I'm feeling like I should be counting my blessings and grabbing whatever I can out of the bottom of this pan and putting it right over here. And giving myself a little gold over that way. I don't want that white in there. I do want another tree back there that looks like it's in the background, so I'm going to do that. Maybe. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm not unhappy about that. Keeping my spatulas clean today seems to be an issue. I'm just in a little bit too much of a hurry. So I'm just using the flat front of that and tapping it into place. Picking up a little paint. I got to be a little careful because I don't want too much white in there. Kind of want to throw a little bit of something in there. That might not be the something I want. You might want a little bit of that everywhere. I was looking for surreal. Maybe they're fruit trees. Hey look, they just became fruit trees. I want some of that fruit. What else? I like the dots, so let's put some gold dots in there too. I'm a little worried that my branches are looking a little chubby at the tops, which means if I add to the base they'll look more realistic, but I'm not sure I'm going to let myself worry too much about realistic, because there's nothing realistic about this. And I still like it, so I'm good. That is pretty good, darn cool. And even though it was quick, I suggest you take your time because it's a little stressful trying to whip one of those out. So I like the yellow in the top of the trees. It reminds me of the sun setting. I'm going to give this a quick torch and call it good. And I could put colors in my stems. If I wanted to drag some color up and down, I could. I don't think it needs it. I might do it another time. We torch to release the bubbles in the paint caused by mixing pouring mediums into the paint to allow it to flow. The paint is acrylic. The pouring mediums in my case are GAC 800 by Golden, which I use to prevent cracking. I add 8 parts paint and I add 2 parts GAC 800. I mix them thoroughly. And then, yeah, talking and working. Interesting concept. And then I add half and half Deco Art pouring medium and Floetrol. Those two things are mixed together, and then I mix all 4 ingredients in one batch, pretty much doubling the original one. So if you don't torch, you will wind up with some kind of bubbles that you don't really want in your painting. And if they pop, they leave little craters, and if they don't pop, they leave bubbles. And I keep seeing things I want to fix, like that yellow missing on my edges. I might have to check my edges after you're gone in a minute, because I don't think I did a very good job of checking my edges before this. But fortunately there is enough paint hanging around on my tiles and so on to do that. So I love you guys, and I'm sure I forgot to tell you something. Oh yeah, my paint pouring recipe is underneath the video under show more. On the end screens you're going to find a contest that shows you the prizes for this particular month, and any month. It ought to change on every video so that it shows you an exhibition of artworks. This month it's scapes. Next month it'll probably be flowers and orbs or stylized gardens, something like that. And I'm always giving away some artwork, and you can see what's up for grabs there. I'm going to throw a little bit more yellow in top of my tree so they look a little more like each other, like the sun is behind them. Sometimes I don't give myself enough of a chance to look at things thoroughly enough, and sometimes I'm working upside down, which is a fool's errand. I just want to break up that hard line. And then I'm going to call it good, because sticking your skewer or anything else in paint that you've started to congeal with heating the torch is another fool's errand. Doesn't keep me from wanting to try and do it every time though. Alright, so I love you guys. I told you that before. Thank you for the contributions that have kept me painting in the past. Thank you for the wonderful comments you leave me all the time. You brighten my day and you cheer me up and you make me feel like this is a worthwhile endeavor. And if you will do me the honor of giving me a thumbs up and watching as much of the video as possible, you talk to the YouTube algorithm and say, Priscilla deserves to have her videos placed somewhere where more people can find them. And when more people find them and more people watch them, I have a chance to make a living, and that will keep me coming back for you guys, making you more videos, hopefully continuing on for every day. That was a sharp bit. I'm going to let that go right around the side. There we go. So, I think that's that, and we have quite a bit of time left, and I'm sure I put my crib sheet down too soon. Yes, watch 750 videos plus on the end screens. I give classes in Spring Hill, Florida at the studio. Underneath the video there's Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. I could use a few a few Instagram followers, because I had to change over my site, and I'm a little lax. There's only a couple thousand of you. Thank you guys for stopping, by the way. My book is called Because I Can. It's on the Amazon link that's in blue under Show More under the video, along with mica powders and spatulas, OXO and otherwise. Everything that you could possibly want. Maybe not everything, but close. It's stuff I found that I like, and stuff I'd like to like if I had that opportunity. So I hope you guys stop back again. Watch another video or have some binging. I'm going to fix my edges when you're gone. You won't see that and you won't notice it. And I'm going to learn to live with my little background behind my trees, because that's life. And then there's that moment where you just can't control yourself. And you've got to add another branch. All right, you guys, take care. Let's make sure I'm zoomed out as far as I can go for you. I mean, I could zoom in actually. But anyway, we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.